2017 Tour de France route certainly opens a door to be a very aggressive Tour de France with such few time trial kilometers, only 23 kilometers plus a prologue. It's going to be a race that's won or lost in the mountains, and only 3 summit finishes, so not that many opportunities for guys to really lay it down in that sense, but I think that will open the race up tactically in other parts of the race. Frankly, no. I think as it currently stands, only a third of the professional peloton are members of the NPCC, and I don't think Team Sky joining will necessarily help the problems facing our sport at the moment. I think they're much wider problems that need to be addressed by the UCI, the governing body of our sport, and rules should be applied to everyone, not just a select group of people. And as we've seen with the NPCC, when people within the NPCC break their own rules, they just pack up and leave with no repercussions. So I don't believe that's the solution.
Definitely the routes unveiled, talking about Tour de France this year. And Chris Froome is one of the cyclists you have to watch out for, because just somehow he knows how to really win when he wants to win. Well, Joseph Atewa joins us now on this segment. Joseph, good morning and good to have you.
Good morning, Cecilia. It feels great to be here.
Yeah, definitely. I know that. Because, I mean, we had a wonderful weekend talking about, was it really? Yeah, wonderful weekend from some of the teams that won. And of course, last night UEFA Champions League returns, and most of the big boys actually doing the business, knowing that yes, they have to win, and they're winning really pretty cool. Because we're looking at the papers yesterday, we saw what Zinedine Zidane was saying the game against Legia Warsaw is going to be 50-50. And last night, that wasn't 50-50 after, it was more like 10-90.
Well, you must understand that Zinedine Zidane, for me, before that game, was trying to play mind games, trying to give the Legia Warsaw team, some sort of confidence that, see, if you get to the Santiago Bernabeu, you might have, if you definitely play against Real Madrid, I beg your pardon, you might have a chance of getting the victory in that. But we saw a proper Real Madrid side, when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, they bring in their best, and that they did yesterday, 5-1. Some have said Cristiano Ronaldo did not get a goal, but don't forget, he got to assist.
Yeah, definitely got to assist. I was thinking he was going to score his 100th goal in the Champions League. I mean, that would have been historic. Everyone would be playing catch-up to him, especially Lionel Messi, his great rival. But somehow it just didn't happen for him. But Gareth Bale scored his first goal of the Champions League since 2014, right? It's been a long time he scored, but somehow he was able to score last night, and everyone was particularly happy for him. And also a young lad who came in and also scored. We'll talk more about the UEFA Champions League after this break.
These Olympians and Paralympians have smashed those records, and so I think it's right. A parade in Manchester, celebrations in London, because you know what? Sports is a team effort.
Things are filling up very nicely. Filling up very nicely. Our next group. This is your moment. Your next moment. And to the left, rugby sevens as well. Take the space. Enjoy all the spotlight. Our Olympic wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball. Show them your appreciation, guys.
Oh, it's fantastic. I've done some work with the hockey girls, volunteering for, 10, 15 years. Can't believe that they got gold. So exciting.
I think it's fabulous. They've done a wonderful thing for our country.
As well. Take the space. Enjoy all the spotlight.
What does it mean?
Oh, it's just an absolute dream, to meet the Queen, as I'm sure is an amazing opportunity for all of us, but it's just great that we're able to come here because of sport.
Okay, let's take a look at the results from the UEFA Champions League last night, starting from the big game. It was really a big game. Okay, Legia Warsaw. Real Madrid, of course, defending champions. You call it a big game, so to speak. But then Bayer Leverkusen and Tottenham Hotspur, that ended goalless. CSK Moscow and Monaco 1-1. Real Madrid and Legia Warsaw, it ended at 5-1. Sporting Lisbon and Borussia Dortmund 2-1. Club Brugge and FC Porto 1-1, it ended. And of course, you have Leicester City and FC Copenhagen 1-0. Dinamo Zagreb and Sevilla. Sevilla, Sami Nasri gave them that one. Then Juve and Leon. Juve had to wait for a long time. Played against a 10-man, but somehow they were one man down, but somehow they were able to win that one by a lone goal.
One Cuadrado, gets in that very late winner for Juventus. On today's fixtures, I mean, Cecilia, you talked about a big game yesterday. I don't think there was any big game yesterday. But today, undoubtedly, there's a big game between FC Barcelona and Manchester City. And you have Arsenal taking on Ludogorets as well. PSG will play Basel. You expect PSG to win that one. Edson Cavani is in great form. Dynamo Kiev will play against Benfica, while Napoli will host Besiktas. I mean, Joseph, let's go back to okay, before we go back to yesterday's results, all the games that will be played tonight, Celtic will play Borussia Mönchengladbach. Bayern Munich, there's a bit of crisis going on. They haven't won in 3 games now, and the pressure is starting to build on Carlo Ancelotti. They host PSV Eindhoven in Germany, while FC Rostov will play Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid in great form, scored 7 over the weekend, so Rostov have to be very wary of that team. Joseph, I mean, let's quickly focus on today's match. Undoubtedly, the match between Manchester City and Barcelona, that's the tie of tonight.
Well, that's the tie of tonight. One will say after Manchester United bought Bastian Schweinsteiger and failed to perform in his maiden season, they should have sold him, but don't forget Bastian Schweinsteiger still remains with the team. Now, what are they looking at? I think it's experience. When it comes to the UEFA Champions League, experience comes to count. So what am I trying to say? Look at Barcelona and Manchester City. When it comes to experience, one will tip Barcelona, no doubt, to get the maximum 3 points and see if they can top the table. But I will say for Manchester City, they made in addition to the UEFA Champions League, they did, I realized that they displayed a shambolic performance for us in that one. They failed to get a UEFA Europa League ticket in that. But I think tonight's fixture we'll see, world-class players come together and give us the best of football. No doubt about that. We'll expect fireworks when it comes to match day in that. But I think after 19 minutes, Barcelona will definitely get assisted because of the quality of stars they've got.
Okay.
When it comes to the UEFA Champions, they're well experienced from the starting lineup to the defense. You look at it and say, yes, Barcelona's got the Arsenals to execute the job for them. But don't take away from Manchester City because they've got a coach who is well experienced when it comes to the Champions League. Now, you take a look at Leicester City. They're not doing well when it comes to the Premier League. 2 wins in 8 games. But when it comes to the Champions League, 3 wins in a row. It says a lot about a coach who knows what he's doing, who understands the game when it comes to the Champions League. Is a well-experienced coach, and the coach definitely will come to play. It would not be an easy ride for Barcelona, no doubt about that. But Manchester City definitely will be pushed to the wall.
So, are they? Well, I mean, what are the chances of City upsetting?
I don't see City upsetting Barcelona. It's a one-sided game for me.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll listen to Pep Guardiola and Gerard Piqué. How one-sided is it going to be? Because both of them don't even think so, because they actually know each other in and out.
It's so difficult to control them, so we know that. But that's why I said to your colleague, it's a good test for us to know how is our level against one of the best teams. Repeat, the best team for me, and try what I want now. If you ask me what I want tomorrow, of course, the points to be able to close, to go through for the next round, but especially to be ourselves.
It's a different team from last year and from all the years that they came here to play in Camp Nou with Manuel Pellegrini. I think that their style of play is different. They pressure a lot, really high. They try to have the ball and create chances, and I think that they play more or less the same style as us, because obviously Pep Guardiola was here for a lot of years, and he understands football
as the same way as we understand. So it will be a really challenging game, and I hope we can win. I think he's the best in the world, no doubt, and that he gives us a lot, no matter if he's 100% or he is 10%, because he is so different and so good that just his presence in the pitch, it means a lot for us and sometimes for the other team.
Okay, well, Lionel Messi is back. Most people definitely want to have him, meanwhile he's 90% or 80% fit. The most important thing is he's in the squad. We're talking about Arsenal. Now, Tayo, I mean, Arsene Wenger, Ludogorets is going to be like banana peel or banana skin.
I mean, the Arsenal, they go into that particular match as heavy favourites. I mean, there's no two ways about it. And I think, Joseph, you're going to agree with me as well. Ludogorets, Arsenal, side by side. One team is clearly, head and shoulders above the other.
Well, I would never put a pound on Arsenal because they're an inconsistent team as far as I'm concerned. When you expect Arsenal to flourish, they tend to disappoint you, and that is shown.
That club.
Well, I love the club. That's the club I support, but I still think when it comes to Arsenal, you don't bank on them. No doubt about that. They're an inconsistent team, no doubt about that. But I still think going against the Ludogorets team, when it comes to the UEFA Champions, as I said earlier on, experience is one thing we should watch out for. Arsene Wenger knows what is involved. You expect Paris Saint-Germain to get the maximum 3 points against the Basel team. Now that keeps Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain, battling for the top position. So Arsenal know what's on point right now. They'll play Ludogorets home and away in the third and fourth round. They need to get at least 4 points to be able to top Paris Saint-Germain, because we understand in time past, Arsenal coming second after the group matches, they tend to face Bayern, tend to face Barcelona, and it gives them problem going to the quarterfinals. They failed to get to the quarterfinals since 2011. That's a huge tax for Arsenal this season. So going against the Ludogorets team, I think they're lucky this season. They have to get the job done, and don't underrate this team. Get the maximum 6 points both leg, and Arsenal definitely will top the table. But going into this game, I will still think it's a 1-0 draw for me.
Wow.
What? They're playing at
Joseph, that's a very brave.
I mean,
not harsh. It's brave for him to just come.
It's very harsh because Arsenal are the Emirates, and look at the form in the English Premier League and all that. What they've done so far.
Well, looking at the Ludogorets team, yes, they might not have those caliber of players. They might not have that, pedigree when it comes to the UEFA Champions. But you must understand, this team is fighting for an Europa League ticket, so they would definitely push Arsenal to the wall. And we've seen in time past, Arsenal, you expect them. Most especially, I think the 2008-2009 season, where Arsenal was topping the table with 6 points, 5 matches to go, and they failed to win the league. So that's an inconsistent team. So when it comes against, when they come against a Ludogorets team, I can't put a pound on them. For me, I think it's a 1-0 draw for Arsenal.